When one door closes, another door opens, but we so often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door, that we do not see the ones which open for us. Sometimes we stare so long at a door that is closing that we see too late the one that is open. Before anything else, preparation is the key to success. Educate the masses, elevate their standard of intelligence, and you will certainly have a successful nation. America is a country of inventors, and the greatest of inventors are the newspaper men. In this experiment, made on the 9th of October, 1876, actual conversation, backwards and forwards, upon the same line, and by the same instruments reciprocally used, was successfully carried on for the first time upon a real line of miles in length. The nation that secures control of the air, will ultimately control the world. Great discoveries and improvements, invariably involve the cooperation of many minds. I may be given credit for having blazed the trail, but when I look at the subsequent developments, I feel the credit is due to others rather than to myself. A man's own judgment should be the final appeal in all that relates to himself. Neither the Army nor the Navy is of any protection, or very little protection, against aerial raids. The most successful men in the end are those whose success is the result of steady accretion. I have discovered that my interest in my dear pupil, Mabel, has ripened into a far deeper feeling than that of mere friendship. In fact, I know that I have learned to love her very sincerely. Such a chimerical idea as telegraphing vocal sounds would indeed, to most minds, seem scarcely feasible enough to spend time in working over. I believe, however, that it is feasible and that I have got the key to the solution of the problem. Morse conquered his electrical difficulties although he was only a painter, and I don't intend to give in either till all is completed. The day will come when the man at the telephone will be able to see the distant person to whom he is speaking. Don't keep forever on the public road, going only where others have gone and following one after the other like a flock of sheep. Leave the beaten track occasionally and dive into the woods. When one door closes, another opens. But we often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the one which is open for us. The only difference between success and failure is the ability to take action. The achievement of one goal should be the starting point of another. Concentrate all your thoughts upon the work in hand. The sun's rays do not burn until brought to a focus. One day every major city in America will have a telephone. You cannot force ideas. Successful ideas are the result of slow growth. Ideas do not reach perfection in a day, no matter how much study is put upon them. God has strewn our paths with wonders and we certainly should not go through life with our eyes shut. Leave the beaten track behind occasionally and dive into the woods. Every time you do you will be certain to find something you have never seen before. We are all too much inclined, I think, to walk through life with our eyes shut. There are things all round us and right at our very feet that we have never seen, because we have never really looked. I have traveled around the globe. I have seen the Canadian and American Rockies, the Andes, the Alps and the Highlands of Scotland, but for simple beauty, Cape Breton outrivals them all. It is the man who carefully advances step by step, who is bound to succeed in the greatest degree. What this power is, I cannot say. All I know is that it exists. Man is an animal which, alone among the animals, refuses to be satisfied by the fulfillment of animal desires. There cannot be mental atrophy in any person who continues to observe, to remember what he observes, and to seek answers for his unceasing hows and whys about things. The telephone will be used to inform people that a telegram has been sent. Observe, remember, compare. With every door that closes, a new one opens. I have always considered myself as an agnostic. One day there will be a telephone in every major city in the USA. Night is a more quiet time to work. It aids thought. A man, as a general rule, owes very little to what he is born with. A man is what he makes of himself. Ordinary people, who know nothing of phonetics or elocution, have difficulties in understanding slow speech composed of perfect sounds, while they have no difficulty in comprehending an imperfect gabble if only the accent and rhythm are natural. Mr. Watson, come here, I want to see you. First intelligible words spoken over the telephone. Don't keep forever on the public road, going only where others have gone. Leave the beaten track occasionally and dive into the woods. You'll be certain to find something you have never seen before. Watson, if I can get a mechanism which will make a current of electricity vary in its intensity, as the air varies in density when a sound is passing through it, I can telegraph any sound, even the sound of speech.